basketball player, a very famous one. Yesterday she had a beautiful match, a great
Assalamualaikum,
match.
everybody.
And she
Peace and
scored a
blessings
lot.
on you all. To make a point about the FIBA, last month the Qatari national women's basketball team went to represent their country on a national scale, and it was quite beautiful, something that every athlete dreams of doing, to represent their home country. And unfortunately, they were told that they had to take off their hijab, their veil, or to forfeit. And of course, they decided to forfeit that match, as I think any human being would have done, to represent their faith. And I stand in solidarity here, and I also did while I was in New York, with all those women, and not just the Qatari women's basketball team, but all women of different religions, different faiths. I don't think it's just a Muslim issue. I think it's any religion. If you want to stay close to it, and if you want to represent it, and like myself, for me personally, my story is I've played majority of my career without the veil, and within the last 2 years I've become very close to my religion, and I went back and forth as I've talked to many Muslim women. Should I cover? What will people think? Will I lose my job? Will I get another job? There's so many things that you have to think of, and in my opinion, that's something that should never ever happen in sport or outside of sport. I should never have to choose between my religion and my faith, and no athlete, no woman or man should have to do that. And so when I decided to cover, I decided that for my own personal beliefs, it was something that I needed to do. And when FIBA has had a current ban against all headgear, so it's not just hijab, it's also turban wearers. So worldwide, many men and women cannot play, and I just decided to take a stance. I started a campaign on change.org, a very famous American organization called CARE, Council on American Islamic Relations. They backed us up and said, absolutely, this is not right, it's not fair. Muslim women around the world, girls, boys, should be able to play any sport that they wish. So long story short, working with the Sikh Coalition in India, we were able to get 70,000 signatures on change.org. The U.S. Olympic Committee backed us up and said, hey, FIBA, maybe it's time to look at this rule of yours. It's 2014. And so they did. They allowed a two-year provisional period, just like FIFA did a few years ago. And in that 2-year provisional period, it's a great first step, and we want to thank FIBA for saying, hey, yes, let's do this. It's time for change. This is time for change. They did it on a national level. They have not allowed it on an international level, and that is why the Qatari women's basketball team was unable to perform and represent their beautiful country. So we're asking FIBA now to go back into their board meeting and kind of look at the rules again and just put it on a international level as well as national level. So as Veronica said, I do speak about basketball, but this should be for all sports, for all religions, backgrounds. You should be able to come to one location, showcase your talent. I want somebody to say, like yesterday, wow, you're a great shooter, you're a great basketball player. That's what I've done my entire life. I have shot that basketball millions of times, and that's my passion, that's my dream, that's my goal, and I want everybody around the world to be able to experience that. Every little girl, regardless of her religion, regardless of her faith, that she can go out there and do that if she chooses to do so. I think it's all about opportunity, and